I'm back. Little update video. These two Phalaenopsis on top of the fish tank have been turned around so that their spikes will come out instead of toward the window, because that's the way they want to grow, because my light isn't strong enough to get them to grow into the room. I need stronger light. I've known this for a while and haven't done anything as of yet. But you can see we can count buds here now. It looks like this one's gonna have about 7 blooms on it. And over here, I want to spare everybody the nastiness of the back of this hood. It is really, really bad. But rather than clean it, I think I'm just going to buy a new hood for this tank, because these are old hoods. And I just think it's better to buy a new hood for the tank before the hood falls into the fish tank and the plants fall into the fish tank, and there's that fiasco. If it happens tomorrow, sadly No Name has passed away, so there's not a fish in the tank right now to get electrocuted, but still, we don't need electronics falling into water. Matter of fact, when this video is over, I'm going to unplug this hood that worked once upon a time. I don't know if it still works, and I don't care. I'm not going to try because that's how bad it is. The plastic in the other one just crumbled. So yeah, they're way too old and beyond time to be replaced. See if I can get it to focus, if I can quit dancing around. It's hard to stay stable. Turn it this way, maybe get a better look. This one, 3, 4, 5, 6 blooms, it looks like, that I can count at the moment. Maybe just 5. I like to count. I like to count my blooms as early as possible. So, yeah, I turned them around, and like this one, I had to turn the whole hood around because it's attached to the plastic. It started doing that a few months ago. I hate uhs in my sentences. And other than that, the bamboo has been falling over, but now we've got new bamboo shooting up. Some dying leaves on an old cane that went all the way to the ceiling. Now it comes over here. It's got some support string, comes over, and then it goes back up again, and it's getting close to the ceiling again. It's at about almost to the top of the windows again, after it had fell over and lost, about that much. Whatever height that concludes. And it's got a lot of dead leaves. I probably should have pulled those off the stem before the video. But we got new ones that are coming up. Got a new one over here that's coming up behind. And we've got, of course, this other plant. There's that yellow on that leaf that's been there for a while. This is the one that had 2 spikes last time. It's only growing 1 this time. And I'm starting to think there might be a pattern. We might get 2, 1, 2, 1. I don't know. But I am thinking that plants after they have a spectacular bloom, like fruit trees and stuff, they'll have a really good fruiting year, and then not so great for a year or two, and then maybe they'll have another really good fruiting year. Of course, with global warming, you might not notice it as much anymore. Yeah, all kinds of problems with global warming, but that's not the scope of my channel. My channel is all about, apparently, Phalaenopsis, because I don't do well with others. There's my cherry baby in the back. There's the yellow one in front, but the cherry baby in back, which is alive, and that's all I can say about it. Stage 1 of orchid growing is, can you keep the plant alive? Stage 2 of orchid growing, can you get the plant to bloom? Well, yeah, that's where I am with Phalaenopsis. I can get them to bloom. And stage 3 is doing unusual things. Like this one's got this spike that comes up and it goes around. Never had any support, but I got it to, try to go back to the window after turning it. Like, these guys have just been turned recently, and it flipped up and went back around again. That would be an example of stage 3. Getting it to do that, again and again and again would be a true testament of stage 3. I got to do it once. There's the evidence that it has done it once. There's a little bit more on my Facebook. It kind of shows the progression. But yeah, once. Not really into whoops, sorry about my finger. Into, stage 3 of doing amazing things, but it worked once. Okay, so I think that's about it. We've turned these two. I'm still hoping that they will bloom about the same. I'm sorry about that nasty growth on the hoods, but like I said, I'm not going to bother cleaning it. I'm just going to replace. So yeah, I'm still hoping to get them to bloom close enough together that maybe I can cross-pollinate. I think I'm going to cross-pollinate both ways. One way and another one the other way, if I can. So, yeah. Hopefully that experiment will finally start. And over here for giggles, move that. We've got a new, move this. We've got a new leaf coming out on this one. Still need to repot. It's got roots for days, and I really don't want to repot because I don't want to break any of the roots, but it's about time. It's not keeping 3 leaves anymore, so, and this leaf here doesn't even look all that healthy, does it? Of course, it's awful close to the fridge. I'm kind of wondering if it's getting just enough of a chill. But I don't know. They can take down to 60 degrees. Somewhere around 60 degrees, Phalaenopsis blast their blooms. 59, 60. Somewhere right in that area. And then I guess if they get down, well, of course, if they get down a little bit further, then they're going to, lose their leaves, and then you're going to have real problems. I really don't recommend letting Phalaenopsis get down below 60. especially while blooming, it would be best to keep them above 60. So, we're at the 10-minute mark, so I will let you go. Pick up them spent blooms in the background. I'm such a slob, ain't I? And talk to you next time.